joy and peace and hope. We just sang about how they shall come in the morning. Well, they do. Those are prevalent. Those three feelings and emotions are present all the time. The question is, are we ready to receive them? Do we have room to receive them? Are we open to receiving them? I think we're going to talk about letting go of stuff today, and I think that every one of us, especially me, prevents a lot of joy and peace and hope from being part of our lives because of the junk we insist on carrying around. All the negative thoughts, the what if, the fears, the angers. Maybe I'm the only one that ever gets angry, I don't know. I think the more we can be aware of what we're carrying around with us all the time, these thoughts and beliefs and expectations and disappointments and memories from the past, what are they preventing? What space are they taking up in our lives that we'd let go of some of that? What would come into our lives? Maybe a little more joy, maybe a little more peace. And oh, our world sure needs some hope. And so it is.
So, marriage, it's way harder than I thought it would be. Maybe it's because I came to marriage later in life. I was 68 when we got married. We were in love, but you know, love is not enough. You actually have to work at it. You have to communicate with each other. You have to talk to each other. I'm not that great at talking. When I was younger and well into my 40s, I thought I didn't know how to talk to people. Then I started to understand that it wasn't that I didn't know how to talk to people. It was that there weren't that many people that I actually wanted to talk to. If it's someone that I want to talk to, I can talk your ear off. I will, in fact, probably tell you more than you wanted to hear. Back to marriage. I'm not that great at talking about my feelings, but marriage requires that you talk to each other. That's one of the marriage rules. It's easy to get caught up in the minutia of everyday life, but that's not an excuse to not talk to your partner. I grew up with a narcissistic mother. I learned pretty early that if I wanted my feelings to remain mine, it was best not to share them. Consequently, my mother thought we had a great relationship. No. We had a one-sided relationship. She talked and I listened. I'm a great listener. Now, while my wife is a great talker and I am excellent at listening to her, our communication needs to be more of a two-way street. Imagine my surprise to learn that a good marriage doesn't just magically happen. Imagine my surprise to learn that I am not that easy a person to live with. I thought I would be great at marriage. After all, I've had years and years and years of therapy. Oh no, that only taught me how to function in the real world. It taught me how to say no when I really didn't want to do something. But how to be a viable, equal partner in a relationship, that I have to muddle through on my own. Thankfully, I found a partner who has been willing to muddle along with me. I am grateful for her every day. So I leave you with this one nugget of wisdom. Talk to your partner.
I think that deserves a round of applause. Thank you very much, Catherine. Well, 3 lawyers and 3 ex-wives all protest in writing that they don't think I'm marriage material. Probably I can learn to talk more about things. Anyway, thank you and good morning. Good morning. I would like to ask for another round of applause to your board of directors. They worked so hard, and this morning they went through 2.5 hours of stuff in 1 hour and 10 minutes. They're just amazing people, and they keep their consciousness right where it ought to be. And my dear friends, we are so fortunate to have people willing to serve in that capacity. May we give them a round of applause. A lot of great things happen. First of all, let's start with the regular announcements. Monday night,
Yes.
Healing Circle, right here, 7 p.m. Okay, Thursday,
Week from Thursday.
a week from Thursday.
10 o'clock.
Okay, what did I forget? Oh, 2 weeks from yesterday, the 24th. We'll have Bluegrass Boys here at Bloomfield Bluegrass Band from 5 to 7. The next day will be potluck. And then 2 weeks after that, Wayne, stand up with your clipboard. We are gonna have a pancake breakfast, and we're gonna need some volunteers for Friday night for about an hour, and a lot of volunteers for Saturday morning, starting at 6 if you can, whatever you can do, but 6 is when we start setting up the tables outside and stuff. And for the last, yes, the 8th of July, the 8th. For the last 20, I think this is our 20th or 21st year of doing this. Wayne and I have done the shopping for years and years and do the little inventory of what we got and what we need. He's got a checklist there and we go through it. If anybody would like to get some on-the-job training to maybe take over that task in a year or two, we would certainly welcome a volunteer that would like to work with us and learn how to do the inventory and the shopping and figure out the process. And so anyways, but Wayne's got a sign-up sheet here, and if you'd like to sign up, and we hope to give you the job you want to do, but sometimes it doesn't work out, and sometimes somebody doesn't show up, and we just make it happen, whatever it takes. So that's that. Now I've got other things here. Tiffany came by earlier today, and her and Taylor came by and they dropped off some goodies to eat, but they have to go to a funeral. And let's really send our love and strength out to Tiffany. 2 losses in like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. She really got a lot. So let's maybe just have a moment of silence and send our love out to her and her family. Thank you. Cots, do you want to talk about cots?
Sure. All right, I sent out, thanks for Wayne's help, because I don't have the massive email list, but an email went out for the final things we need to top those off. We're gonna stop the collection at 5 baskets and get them completed. I need 1 more Swiffer, some Windex, kitchen scrubbies and stuff. There's just a handful of things to top those off, and I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to fill it in. I really appreciate the folks that have brought place settings from home. I need a little bit more stuff to top those off. And then what we're gonna do is we'll tuck away the leftovers for the next time they ask us. Thank you to everybody who's donated and put in time and effort. Thank you to the people who put cash in my hand but couldn't do shopping because it helped me to get the Swiffers. But 1 Swiffer, I got the dish soap done, but I need like kitchen scrubbies. There's just a handful of things. 1 set of towels, 1 set of kitchen towels, we'll top it off, and we'll get those 5 out of here with their gratitude. So that's that announcement. The other announcement is regarding the barrel for Noah. We finally got them to pick it up. The barrel is gone, but some folks did bring food. So what we're gonna do until we get a new barrel, to whoever receives our generosity, we're gonna go ahead and tuck a basket in the back, and we'll just tuck the food in there for now until we get a 55-gallon in the other room. And it's probably gonna be Redwood Empire Food Bank or somebody who can service a little more regularly. So thank you to all of you for your generosity.
Thank you. Something else happened. We have, and a little later on today I'm going to demonstrate that, we have a huge abundance of very talented, creative people here. And it's been suggested, and the board voted on this morning, that we have several writers with us. Carol Lee Kelly would be one, Brenda would be another, Kathleen Haney is another, and I think there's a couple more that do a lot of writing. Is that David's a writer? And we are going to have, starting in about September, we're going to make a little committee, and we're going to have a writer's open mic here, like we do the cabaret, like maybe the second Saturday night of every month or second Sunday afternoon, whatever the committee decides would be a good time. And I just think that's one more way we can foster creativity and community life enrichment right here on this corner piece of property. So I'm looking forward to see what that all turns out to be. Are we happy about that, everybody? Yeah. All right. Is there something else I was going to say and I just slipped my mind? Oh, what's the thing, Ward? Our PayPal?
Yeah. The email for PayPal donations is kododonations@gmail.com.
kododonations@gmail.com, one word. Okay. Any other announcements? All right. Then let's stand up and sing this kind of new favorite song. Wayne, you want to play it through once? Then we'll flow, spirit flow. Then we'll stand up and sing it. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good You know, did you hear that one? I'm gonna be gone in Wisconsin in the second and the 18th. I know. I better call it and say, hey, cousin reunion.
Maybe we'll just tell them to cancel Kids Day. Kelly can't be
Wait
here.
till I have it at my house when I get back. When you get back. But you know, I always get to see my name.
God,
You're back to you.
Pat, you're such a diggling.
Whenever you're ready. It's just, I get paid by the hour, I don't care. I neglected to remember to tell you a couple more things. Today, I don't know when it starts, I think it starts at 1 o'clock and runs till 6:30. They are having the annual Railroad Square Music Festival down at Railroad Square on Wilson Street between 3rd and 5th Street, actually. They've got 3 or 4 stages. Mine's there, set it up this morning, and it's free and great music all day long, Railroad Square. And good food and vendors and all that. And the 24th, when we have our Bloomfield Bluegrass Band, that same day is the Katati Music Fest from 1 till 6. And you could go to that all day until 5 o'clock, then you have to come to the cabaret. But there's a lot of festivals now. It's like every week there's something. So we just live in a place where it just happened and all around us. All we have to do is make time and room for it, and we can continue to enrich our lives. So let's read together our affirmation of abundance, because it's everywhere. Abundance is not something we require, it's something we do. May we ponder that Wayne Dyer wisdom. Let's sing, Be Still and Know That I Am God, number 69 remains.
synchronicities line up. Patrick mentioned at the very beginning that today's theme, one of them, was release, and that was the practice that came for me today. One of release. He asked, is there room in your life to receive the joy, the peace, the hope? Often, if it seems like there isn't, there's an energetic reason for that. And so, what we're going to do today is what I would call an energy hygiene practice, in that we're going to release the energy that is no longer needed, that we're carrying around, burdens perhaps, and then we're going to fill the spaces with pure gold light. So many of you have done this before, but we're just going to close our eyes, take a couple of deep breaths to really center ourselves, and just going to picture in front of you a beautiful golden rose with its petals open, ready to receive. And this rose has a divine intelligence, so whatever we put into it, it's able to transform that back into pure love and light. It has no limits, never gets full. So with the help now of this space and our higher helpers, we're going to now intend to place into our rose, each of us, every little thing or big thing that we might be carrying that no longer serves. This can include some pretty heavy burdens that we didn't even realize we were carrying for ourselves and also for others, and especially these days for the world. You may see these burdens as symbols or colors. You may notice where they're living in your energy field, and you're just going to gently pull those out and put them in the rose. Just like a magnet, simply drawing to it all that energy that was never yours to begin with, but that you unknowingly took on. If you believe some of the great teachers, present and past, you might hear that we are energy. We are nothing more or less than a pure beam of divine light. Anything else is illusion. But we each have exactly where we need to be in our journey right now. By releasing these things into this rose, we give ourselves space and permission to arrive more fully where we most need to be. Take a moment now to make a final sweep. Notice what else you can let go of. Simply intend that it gently be absorbed into the rose. Again, we're not doing this alone, but with the help of many divine helpers who work with each of us and also with this church. Once you feel you've put everything you can into that rose now, we're going to, on the count of 3, see it just dissolve back into its pure state of love and light. 1, 2, 3. There it all goes. Notice now a waterfall of clear and golden light flowing down from above your head through your body, down to the center of the earth. We've been in cleansing mode, but this waterfall has the power to fill you up. And because we're working at the level of energy, you don't need to know exactly what's happening. You just need to say yes to it. You may notice things, receive awarenesses, but you don't need to go looking for them. Just thank your higher self, your divine helpers for helping you receive more and more. Have that joy, peace, and hope. And you can do this practice on your own anytime in order to do just that. In gratitude. Namaste.
Thank you, Natalie. I thought about releasing this week and letting go, and we get so jammed up sometimes that we can't let anything decent come into our lives. We just get angry, or we're worried, or we got so much going on that we tend to let the adventure and the true value of this life experience just ride on by. I saw this one quote, the bottom one, last quote on your page. It just kind of hit home to me. Give me over to the passenger seat. Put on your seatbelt. Wind down the window. Feel the breeze on your face and just enjoy the ride. Let your higher power do the driving. Your higher power wants you to live your greatest life, and it knows the way you should be going in order to get there. That really spoke to me. We all get so intent on, well, I'm going to think this through and I'm going to get it right. And then I think about, who's that lady? Marie Kondo, tidy up, get rid of the junk in your house and clean out your closets, put all your clothes on the bed, and then pick up each shirt for each pair of pants. Do you bring me joy? And if you do, I will keep you. And if you don't, you're out of here, you're a memory. Well, I wonder if we do that with our thoughts, with our beliefs, with our habits. But I always go this way to church on Sunday. Does that bring me joy? I always get upset about having to wait through 3 lights. Maybe I should try a different route. And we all have so many habits and addictions. We don't even know how many we've got. Just the habit. We get up in the morning, we brush our teeth, we have the coffee. Everything's right in the same old order. What if we just kind of look out the window and say, I'm going to do it different today. Well, let's see what the universe has in store. You might be surprised at what actually takes place in your feelings and your thoughts. Somewhere in my quotes here, says a Cherokee Indian proverb, don't let yesterday use up too much of today. And as I think about that, I don't know, maybe I'm the only one. Does anybody kind of ponder on their mistakes that they've made in the past? Maybe just keep thinking about it. I think it's possible that we can reflect on those mistakes until they become a lifestyle, if we don't let them go. learn what you can from them, and then let them go. Vivian spoke, her Inquiring Mind article this week was, don't just go through life, grow through life. And I found out where she got that from, and going through some, Eric Butterworth said that. And you only struggle because you're ready to grow, but you aren't willing to let go of what's holding that growth back. You're not giving it room, you're not letting it happen, because you got so many must, shoulds, and oughts in the way. I can't get over sometimes when I look at my own life, how much garbage I insist on keeping on my desk of my life. Well, I would do this, but I gotta do this, and I gotta do it, but I gotta do that. What if I just let whatever's abundant in the universe just kind of flow into me? I can take it, I'm sure I can. But I just keep hanging on to all the beliefs, all the habits, all the same old thoughts, the things that have been conditioned into all of us. We can turn loose of that. You know, I said we were going to have a writer's open mic coming up. I'm going to read something that Carol Lee Kelly wrote a long time ago, but I think it's my favorite of her poems. Remember which one it is? Well, we're going to find out. Everybody's going to know. You know which one is my favorite. Oh, I'm going to put my glasses on. But I think this has a lot to do with making room for new experiences, making room for new abundance to come into our lives. It's called Lift Your Eyes. Lift your eyes to the realm that never sleeps. Here dwells divine self, the higher thought, keeping shade from blocking vision during the shadows of life. Lift your eyes to the realm that never ceases. Here swells inclusive streams, the tides inherit, bridging ideas as banks swell over during creative flow. Lift your eyes to the realm that never expires. Here lies unlimited love, the universal heart, pumping life into all segments of existence throughout eternity. And then she adds, inspired by the words of Reverend Vivian Clark. That's, you said a mouthful, lady. Thank you very much. Lift your eyes. You might be surprised at what you see in the realm that isn't habit. And there's another poem I just read a couple days ago, a brand new poem. It's called Synergy. The dynamic couple that most impacted my life shared none of my own DNA. Uninvited, they arrived to witness my birth and never turned away, guiding me with a steadfast grip that was sometimes cruel and unfair. Through joyful days and sleepless nights, my omnipresent docents were there. When I tried to break free from my mentor's control and circumvent their influence, I ran with the speed of a hungry cheetah, but I couldn't jump over the fence. The eternal gifts, these ethereal guides, are not exclusively mine. Our destiny is cradled in the intangible arms of Mother Nature and Father Time. Brenda wrote that. There are so many experiences that surround our lives all the time. And I think sometimes we're just all too busy. We gotta get home before Dancing with the Stars is on. And we gotta make sure we feed the cat. Well, do you comply with that, cat? Do you understand that, cat? Gotta make sure we feed the cats. And we gotta check our email. And then there were 5 or 6 responses on Facebook. We just can't go to sleep until we respond, like or dislike. What if we just turn loose of some of that stuff and look around this beautiful world we live in? The beautiful people, like Catherine was talking about, our relationships. Let's take time and talk to each other and learn to know each other and respect each other. There's so much value, I don't know what else to call it, just value in having a good relationship with another human being. Whatever parameters that falls into. I have some business relationships that are golden. They've gone on for 25, 30 years, and it's just, I can't believe I've been able to have a business relationship where things always go wrong, but to work together to make it work out well for everyone. Just like having friendships, just like having a marriage, just like being on the board of directors at Church of the Oaks. You talk with each other, you share your thoughts, and you be ready to allow new things to happen, new things to be born, new ideas to be part of a creation made up by several people. We have so much potential in this life to have our experiences enriched beyond what we can conceive, because our parameters are so blocked and blocking. And here again, maybe I'm the only one that sits back and looks at this stuff and thinks, wow. Like Dad said, in no sense being ignorant unless you let it show. There's no, we are our own set of blinders. We are our own set of handcuffs. Every one of us. It's very human. We have so many fears that we don't look at as being fearful. But they are. This having Joseph Campbell said something, or quote, he said, "We must let go of the life we have planned so that we are able to receive the life that's waiting for us." In my experience, I found that I've had a lot of doors slammed shut on me in my life. And it always appears that other doors will open up. But it seems like I spend an inordinate amount of time looking and lamenting over that door that closed. As I drive right by 47 windows and 11 doors that were open that I didn't notice because I was still stuck on that one that slammed closed. And I think of all of us. go through those periods in our lives. And we can just learn to release and let go of the painful things. I can't imagine, I don't know why, I just don't know why. We humans have some pretty happy thoughts, happy experiences, and yeah, we'll take a picture and we'll write that down. But we hang on to the hurtful and the ugly. That's what shapes our parameters of letting things in. Oh, that hurt. That hurt so bad. I'm not going to ever do that again. And these hurtful moments, experiences in our life, we just let them scab up and keep us from receiving all the good stuff that's possible every day of our lives. We can let go of some of that hurt, some of that fear, some of that anger. Just let it go. We can continue to enrich our lives, continue to have new experiences, see other people around us having great things happen in their life and share in that joy. I think somebody said once, if you have joy, everybody around you experiences it as well, is aware of it as well. And the same when you have hurt feelings or fear, everybody feels that around you as well. So I just want us all to just take a look at our lives. Check your closets. Is everything hanging in your closet something that brings you joy? Then maybe it's time to clean out your closet. Check your mind and your memories and your beliefs and your ideas and opinions. Are those all things that bring you joy? Could be. Do a little house cleaning, internal house cleaning. And if we let Spirit be our GPS, if we let Spirit, our higher self, drive the bus and direct us maybe a new direction that we just aren't in the habit of going, who knows what might happen. But I hope that we can all sing this last song, I release and I let go. Let's use that as our mantra today. Just release the junk, let it go. Release the old habits that don't serve us. Release those opinions that kind of block out our ability to experience something new. I think we have great opportunity to live lives enriched beyond our imagination this moment. And I hope all of us can be grateful for the people in this room and what they mean to us in our lives. For these relationships that we have in this room that go up and down hill and around the corners, sharing donuts and tears and happy thoughts and our poetry and our songs and our ideas and our compassion and empathy and our acceptance. We can expand that flow in and out. We'll just get rid of some stuff. clean out the closet, release and let it go, and make room for the joy and the excitement of this wonderful, miraculous thing we call life. And so it is. Let's release and let go.
Thank you.